Greetings, solar nation of the Starseeds. We are activating, we are waking, we are rising. So rise up on the dawning of the new earth. Today, the 217, codes coming in all day today with these waves of energy. I was seeing 17, 71, 117, 711. Many synchronicities today. The 17 energy, the kin today is the 220, so the 22 energy, 217, 22, 220, the 222. With this energy of the flood, of the storm, we have flooding in the Mississippi River Valley, Mississippi flooding, we have floods in the UK and all over the lands. The waters coming in, the divine feminine. We have the Mars energy of the universal fire. Last night, on the Sunday night, Mars entered Capricorn. Mars enters a sign where he is exalted. Along with Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto will create an unprecedented series of events which will change the world. Moreover, on a personal scale, the red planet of passion pushes us to be on top of everything. All kinds of goals, especially the most difficult ones, the ones who require focus and discipline are favored. Time to refresh your powers. And now also a unique event tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning on the 18th. An eclipse-like event will cause Mars to vanish from the sky over North America. When Mars, the Moon, and Earth align before dawn on Tuesday, this will be a rare event known to astronomers as a lunar occultation, similar to an eclipse when the Earth, Moon, and the Sun fall in line. During an occultation, the Earth, Moon, and a planet align. As a result, the red planet will be hidden from sight as it appears to pass directly behind the Moon during Tuesday's event. A lunar occultation involves a planet as a rare event. There are only a few per decade as seen from any given point on the globe. People do not need a telescope to see the event, as the Moon and Mars are both bright enough to see with the unaided eye. As long as the weather conditions are good, you will see this, and the time is from between 7:29 a.m. Eastern Time to 8:57 a.m. Eastern Time. And at the same time, today, a great shift as Mercury is in retrograde. A huge shift is underway. This is from Elizabeth, Peru. As Mercury moves retrograde, you could be sensing that you're on the verge of some major personal insight. And if so, you're right. You're in the cosmic flow and could be wondering, what's next for me? With Mercury now retrograde, how do you feel? Have you noticed that cosmic energy is on the up and that people or situations from your past are already popping in? If so, you're right in the flow. For the next 3 weeks, the cosmic winged messenger is visiting and asking that you look a little deeper into what you've previously misjudged, overlooked, or written off. From ElizabethPeru.com and from Astromama, Mercury retrograde in Pisces, the swirly swirls of the mind, deep healing of hidden trauma, the inner guru speaks. On February 16th, Mercury, the planet of communication, contracts, and travel, turns retrograde at 12 degrees of Pisces. Pisces, the 12th zodiac sign, represents the subconscious, imagination, compassion, and transcendence. Mercury is in his fall position in Pisces, as he naturally rules the opposing sign of Virgo. Planets in their fall position tend to be weak and not allow the planet to shine its natural talents and gifts. Mercury retrograde in Pisces is here to bring an inner awareness of our deepest, darkest phobias and fears. Pisces rules the 12th house of hidden subconscious triggers and past traumas. At the same time, the 12th house also rules healing and connection to the divine. We will be asked to go to the depths of our mind and our soul. Mercury retrogrades typically bring some form of mental confusion, travel mishaps, and technology malfunctions. This energy also brings back people and situations from the past. During this Mercury retrograde cycle, we will desperately want to figure out the pieces of the puzzle, but might find it hard to concentrate and feel quiet all over the shop. Pisces is a mutable sign, which means the energy of the sign is here, there, and everywhere. The swirly swirls within our mind will be very noticeable with the planet of the mind immersed in the sign of the fish. Our words and intentions could feel very elusive and spiritual in nature, but fleeting and hard to grasp. Our dream states will reveal clues to help navigate our conscious mind's process. It would be a good time to keep a dream journal and record what insights are revealed. Mercury retrograde in Pisces is here to have us surrender to our inner guru. It is time to let go, release, and allow the divine to lead us. If you are confused or feeling all over the place, know that this too shall pass. It is okay to be in a state of unknown. In fact, it's really all we have in life. It is this trust and faith in divine's plan that is the lesson of this Mercury's retrograde cycle. You are not here to heal others. This Mercury retrograde in Pisces wants you to focus on your own inner healing and release the traumas that have held you back. It is time to connect to that inner soul voice of love and compassion. The planet of the mind retrograde in the deepest, dreamiest sign of the zodiac is here to allow divine healing of the past, trusting the process of the unknown, and to have you deepen and expand your capacity for unconditional love and wisdom. Mercury will be retrograde until March 9th, turning direct at 28 degrees of Aquarius. If you have any inner planets or points between 28 degrees of Aquarius to 12 degrees of Pisces, then this retrograde period will be particularly powerful, plus significant for you. And that's from Astro Mama. And today, from the Archangelic calendar, Disclosure's Eve, the violet flame has taken over. Avoiding Mercury retrograde, Kamael and Raziel's upgrades. As mentioned yesterday, Gaia stayed spirit dominant for 2 straight sunrises, but she is now fiercely fire dominant. This is appropriate timing as Gaia is covered in violet flames on a new scale never before seen. The 18 legions of which you are a part of has successfully lit this powerful transmutation flame in a very permanent way. This will bring many conflicts to a swift and immediate resolution. This adaptation of the violet flame will not extinguish itself until all dark energy and matter has been completely consumed. This is exactly what the prophecies foretold when they said that the earth will be transformed by fire. It is also very interesting to see this happen exactly as the Australian fires have been declared extinguished, and on the eve of a very large-scale, organized justice operation. When we asked Gaia what service we could be to her today, her response was to let the flames do its thing. We need to be cognizant that the Archangelic calendar is not exactly in sync with the 3D traditional Roman Catholic calendar. This is because we are seeing longer segmented days on the 5D timeline than we are accustomed to on the 3D timeline, and gap is growing wider every day. This is going to seem counterintuitive because the days are going faster in our perceptive 5D, and this is a product of having 1 foot in and 1 foot out of this new way to observe space and time. We are about to be hit with a major upgrade wave of downloads. New powers will be unlocked in divine essence and timing as they have reason to manifest. This wave is run by Archangel Raziel and Archangel Kamael, and in their own words, this will enhance even the most modest of substances. Mercury cannot go retrograde in 5D because we are viewing physical reality from all angles, where time, space, and direction is dictated by our level of consciousness and ability to mentally digest the divinity in which we exist. If you have chosen to observe Mercury in retrograde, you always have a choice not to. Many people choose to meditate upon the Archangelic calendar date, But that is not the only way to regain your bearings on a 5D timeline. We all have a very specific energetic signature that can be located no matter where in the universe we are. When we engage in TV, radio, or other subliminal programming, we change this signature and thus shade ourselves in different frequencies. This eventually downloads into our beings and can have varying unwanted side effects. This is not only a plea to mankind to unplug from mainstream media, but it is also to point out the fact that this makes it more difficult for divine help to be received. Most of humanity's 7.8 billion people do not have enough belief in their ability to work metaphysically as of yet. If that is not the case, then for most Lightworkers it is not. Feel free to use your own tools and abilities for assignments. For the others, the tools below will help you bridge the belief gap, as your belief in the said being would come into play as well. The following tools will be available until the mark of the next Archangelic calendar day. Envision yourself using the tools with a pure heart and intentions. A warning to all who may try to yield unworthy. These things have their own will. Please make a mental note of what you wish to equip. Passive, no intention needed to use or arm. It will work on its own when you accept its presence. All you need to do is give permission and it will work on your behalf. Active, intention needed to use. Aggressive, will attack before anything has a chance to do any harm to you. Active, passive, and aggressive anywhere within the universe. The Violet Flame team has shifted into the balance, a balance of 9, very unexpectedly. This means that divinity is now in complete control. The Violet Flame team is as follows and is in no particular order. Archangel Germain, Archangel Anciel, Archangel Orion, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Briathos, Archangel Sablo, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Aeshma, and Archangel Adonai. Active, long, and short range, Archangel Michael's legendary sword can handle anything, as it is completely omnipotent. There is no level of consciousness that can be achieved that this couldn't slice through. It is also an amazing weapon against electronics and technology, as it can override any circuitry. Passive and aggressive, long or short range, anything in your jurisdiction. Archangel Leo's Sword of Plenty is a passive and aggressive attack sword that has a complete will of its own. Do not try to yield it at all. You will only get in the way. Just equip and go about your day. Passive, short range. Archangel Gabriel's Shield of Truth allows righteousness and justice to be your greatest defense. When equipped, this allows truth to protect and serve us. The shield also helps bring abundance to our lives. Active, then passive. Archangel Sandalphon's activation codes allows you to download vast angelic information with ease while in meditation. Intended to use before meditating and enjoy the ride. Passive, Archangel Asteroth's timeline hopper brings you to a higher timeline than you aimed for. No matter when or where we leap, it will always take you a road or two higher. This basically makes everything better across the board. Passive, Archangel Azrael's staff allows you to see things in divine perspective. It's a symbol of wisdom, and equipping this has incredible effects on your thought perception and ability to cope with everyday life. Please note the next 3 tools are meant to be used in combination. They are sent to help us sustain our physical bodies. Please keep using this tool daily. We are starting to remove the energy blockages surrounding abundance. If you need help using the below tools, envision gold bars using Archangel Ariel's wand and set it on fire using Archangel Nasaragiel's and Archangel Israfil's swords. I say envision gold because Gaia controls gold and cash money. Well, you know that story. Also, the Galactic Federation trades in gold, and manifesting in this method aligns with their currency methods and any divinity-based currency system. Active Archangel Ariel's Wand of Comforts help you summon any necessity you may have. It is a wonderful and comforting tool when equipped. Active, aggressive, and passive long and short range. Archangel Israfil's Flaming Sword can protect you against all things directed to you on a macro or micro scale. It can also speed up the time in which something you wish to manifest will come to fruition. Active, aggressive, and passive long and short range. Archangel Nasaragiel's Flaming Sword can bring any negative energy to its knees. It also has the ability to remove any and all obstacles that are in the way of something that you wish to manifest. Assignments. We must neutralize outside influences that are known and some that are not yet known. I cannot count how many people have been influenced or manipulated by outer worldly beings, and most of the time not for the better either. The good news is that because they try to stop us so many times, it means that we have already succeeded, as it has clearly been seen already on their looking glass as a possible timeline option. That being said, we must scan our own physical vesicles and dissolve that which does not belong to us. This is done by bringing your mind to feel what each part of your body is feeling individually. Go body part by body part and sense all the subtleties of what it is saying. This is a good general practice, but this time you'll be searching for artificial implants that you may not be aware of. These implants can be anywhere in our body and may require multiple treatments of emerald green plasma, emerald green ray lights, and rainbow plasma to dissolve fully. More good news is that the second you find it, it is already less operational. 2. The masses are in the cusp of a disclosure, endured, and awakening, and as resolves around the court proceedings in the Weinstein case. His anatomy is telling a very interesting story, as he is literally a shape-shifting parasite, and his genderless biology has recently been discovered. We can help by forcing him to take his true form in public view, as this is his biggest fear. It can be done in a multitude of ways: old school chants, violet flames, direct command, relevant archangelic tools listed. Just remember the goal is to get him to slip up and go to true form in public. 3. Everything is set to go chaotic in an organized way. There will be a massive divide and system shock, as the awake are not going to be too shocked as the events in the public eyes, but those that are asleep on the other hand will be woken up with a bullhorn. While disclosure is necessary, mass hysteria is not. To combat this, we will blanket humanity with pink plasma to help ease this necessary transition. This is an act of true compassion, as the suffering of the unknowing is not required for this transitional phase. From archangelicalendar.wordpress.com. Today, from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 220, Yellow Crystal Sun. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are cooperate, dedicate, and universalize. The number 12 is associated with groupings, that is a dozen eggs, or a juror of 12 pairs. Jesus had 12 disciples, and King Arthur had 12 knights of the Round Table. Today is about getting together with other folks and see if you like finding your own people and see what you can achieve by cooperating. Today is Yellow Sun, which symbolizes enlightenment, life, and universal fire. Clearly working with others today will lead to enlightenment, and it's a good day to participate in a study group or a think tank. 12 minds are better than one. From Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Crystal Sun, Kin 220, 17 February 2020. 17-2-2020 equals 17-2-22 equal 824 equal 14 equal 5. 17 Immortality Legacy. 8 Infinity Abundance Flow. 5 Freedom Change Liberation. Kin 220 equal 4 Angelic Earth Form Foundation. Another very powerful day, reactivating the ongoing February codes of 22 and 4, building a peaceful and solid foundation for Terra Nova. After the storm comes the sun. O fair sun, I turn to you, knowing that a power which is like your light will give me all that I require this day. This is a very powerful prayer that you may wish to use to start each day, particularly if you are a sun gazer. Much gratitude to beloved sister Arlene Kingho, channeling this while meditating in the Yucatan. Day 11 in the red moon wave spell of the goddess, who is enhancing our intuition and sensitivity as we purify our vessels in order to find our flow. Today is a day of enlightened connections with our planetary kin. On a yellow Sunday, the crystal tone creates the Buddha mind, an uninterrupted and powerful conduit for the universal or God mind. So today we are finding the pure flow of unified planetary consciousness. Today's question is, how can I elevate my mind, cooperating with planetary mind in the flow of pure, enlightened consciousness? Divine blessings for crystal clear transmissions today. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. And from the Dream Spell Journey by Volum Votan and Balone Icke, Kin 220, the Crystal Chamber of Universal Fire, closing the harmonic 55 of the 5D Crystal Prophecy. Today's Kin 220, Crystal Sun, 12 Sun, is the last kin of the Dream Spell harmonic 55 of the Crystal Matrix, which codes the fifth dimension of prophecy. 5D equals 55. As such, the 12 Sun manifests a clear celestial sign because Kin 220 codes the summoning power of the rare Venus transit pair of 2004, Alpha, and 2012, Omega, the 5-star pentagram that Earth and Venus created during 8 years while they danced around the sun. Venus transit Alpha, Kin 211, Venus transit Omega equal Kin 9, Kin 211 plus Kin 9 equal Kin 220. Venus represents the divine feminine. The Venus transit pair was a clear sign of the revival of the feminine aspects that conformed the new humanity after centuries of patriarchal domination. In Maya cosmology, the planet Venus is often represented as Kukulkan, Quetzalcoatl, the patron deity of the harmonic convergence of 1987, which took place on Kin 55, 5D, and Kin 56. Let us remember that this prophecy of Quetzalcoatl of the 13 heavens and the 9 underworlds is 13 plus 9 equal 22, which is precisely the birth sign of the supernatural deity. 9 Ik in Maya, 9 Ehatl in Mexico, equal 9 wind in English. Kin 22 in the dream spell, the kin of Loideen Balone Icke, precisely Kin 2220 is the ascension code of Loideen in the dream time, 16 May 2014. The ascension code is obtained by adding up the alpha birth kin plus the omega death kin. Loideen Balone Icke, alpha birth kin 22 plus omega death kin 198 equal Kin 220, crystal sun, 12 sun, exactly her Kin 22, 11 plus 11 multiplied by the power of 10, love manifestation, equal 22 times 10 equal 220, crystal sun, 12 sun. From Revelations 12, 1-3, a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. In a similar way, Jose Volum Votan also attains the same ascension code as Loideen, but in 2 parts, probably due to his Telectonon's warrior test, or because he passed away before time. First, alpha birth kin 11 plus omega death kin 89 equal kin 100, solar sun. Second, his final solar rotation, kin 31 plus omega death kin 89 equal kin 120, electric sun. Then kin 100 plus kin 120 equal kin 220, crystal sun. The twin crystal suns, Volum Votan and Balone Icke, represent the Telectonon's lover's reunion, the infinite loop of love, which occurs every day 23 of each month of the 13 moons count. Furthermore, the 2 crystal suns equal 2 12 suns equal 12 times 12 equal 144, which refers to kin 144, the magnetic seed origin of the Telectanon prophecy, and a fractal of the 144,000 chosen ones of the Telectanon's New Jerusalem. In this way, the archetypes of Valum Votan and Balon Icke inscribe the harmonic 55 of the crystal matrix in the dream spell journey, because it represents the Telectanon crystal prophecy in the 5th dimension, 5D, after the shift of 2012 to 2013. Aho. 17 February 2020, NS 1.32.8.11. Kin 220, Yellow Crystal Sun. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to enlighten. Universalizing life, I seal the matrix of universal fire. With the crystal tone of cooperation, I am guided by the power of free will. And in these final days of the old false matrix, the 3D matrix, we activate our full power of our total, pure free will to activate the 12-strand crystalline DNA to manifest New Earth through the sacred vessel as we connect to all starseeds, lightworkers, wayshowers around this realm to uplift all life and all of humanity through this ascension process. So thank you for joining us, beloved starseeds of light. Let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions for the new earth, and what you see shining through the veils as the veils thin, revealing all that is hidden. The time of revelation is at hand. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Click the subscribe button below the video and the little bell next to subscribe to get future notifications on our future updates, uploads. So thank you all for your connection, your support, your love, and your light. Keep walking your divine path with heart. Keep seeing with the clarity of the eyes of your divine spirit, fully open, fully awake, fully aware, as we travel into the pure land of eternal bliss consciousness. Have a beautiful and blessed day. I love you all. Namaste.